So the Regional Academy kids have been involved in refereeing and coaching level ones, and the reason we wanted to engage them in those programs was, one, to try and get them some new skills. What kind of things would they be learning as a coach and referee? Well, they might be developing some confidence and managing groups and communicating to large numbers. Working with their peers is going to be a challenge for them, and also just cementing some understanding around the game. So particularly with refereeing one, what rules are they learning on that program? Is there stuff that they're learning on that program they didn't know before? And with the coaching one, really it's an opportunity for us to start building a workforce for the future. So yeah, can we get them engaged in coaching now, and maybe inspiring some to take it a little bit further and supporting their clubs and their school programs?
And what would you say the perception has been from the learners? How have they taken up the courses?
I think it's been pretty good. I think with it being our first year, there were some ways in which we weren't clear on how we wanted it to work, but as the programme and the year has kind of progressed, it's become clear to us how the method is, or how it's going to be delivered properly, and with the most benefit to the kids. So lots of opportunities to actually referee, receive feedback, receive support, actual opportunities to coach, but also get some contact time in the classroom, having some workshops with some of our best coach educators, and I think they have, for the most part, enjoyed it. I mean, speaking to some of them today, there was some really positive feedback. One or two who didn't opt in, but their parents opted them in, so that's always quite funny from this side of it. But yeah, it's you never know that those particular kids might be benefiting from it in the future because they didn't think about it, but their parent did. So it's yeah, it'd be interesting to see where that particular character is in the future.
When you look at the holistic pathway that England Handball offers for talent development, where do you see the role of these courses fitting into that picture?
Yeah, these particular courses, refereeing and coaching, in the under 16 pathway at the moment. Next year, when the kids progress into the under 18 pathway, we're hoping that they'll have further opportunities to develop themselves as coaches and referees. So our partnerships team have recently launched a program for young coaches, which is first and foremost targeting athletes that are engaged in proactive clubs. So there are already clubs that are out there surpassing our expectations, and the idea is that the Young Coaches Programme will enable coaches to go and support at schools, go and support at their community clubs, but also have opportunities to engage back in the Regional Academy Programme. So when they move up into the under 18 programme next year, they will actually be sent back out to their under 16 programmes to be effectively assistant coaches to the performance coaches in that region, and learning ultimately from some of our best coaches.
And how do you see with the sport, with the demographics and in the context that handball is, the importance of organically developing your own coaches?
Oh, I think it's fundamental to our growth. We run external courses where we get good uptake from PE teachers and other people involved in perhaps other sports where they're looking at just broadening their horizons. And again, we get coaches that are maybe career coaches working for external coaching agencies. But ultimately, as you see with most grassroots sports, the coaches are ex-players. And I think that's massive for us, is trying to get our young people, we're developing such a broad base now that we need to start tapping into that. And whilst they might not be ready to actually lead the next generation of coaches right now, I'm looking further down the line, 5, 10, 15 years. In 5 years' time, some of these kids will be at university. Will they be coaching their university teams because of this experience they've had now? In 15 years' time, will they be picking up back at their grassroots club where they started? So, yeah, it's having the foresight to see, well, actually, where are they going to be in 15, 20 years' time? And hopefully that's supporting their old clubs or developing new ones.